The U.S. Air Force undeniably has the largest aircraft fleet in the world. From new and advanced propulsion systems, stealth capabilities, and unmanned fighters to advanced sixth-generation bombers, the U.S. military is pushing the boundaries to dominate the skies. To maintain this superiority, the Air Force is investing billions of dollars into building the next generation of air-based technologies with programs so advanced that they could ensure American dominance in the skies for decades to come. What are these next-generation projects? How much has the Air Force invested in them? Join us as we explore the 5 secret aircraft that the United States is testing to dominate the skies. The project on number 5 is the Mayhem project. Mayhem is a program by the Air Force Research Laboratory that aims to develop a combined-cycle turbofan scramjet propulsion system capable of propelling larger payloads over longer distances than existing systems. It builds on the scramjet concept pioneered in the Hawk program, but takes it a step further, incorporating only part of the combined cycle needed for the SR-72's success. The Air Force still faces some challenges in powering a traditional jet engine without obstructing the scramjet's airflow or adding excessive weight. Abandoning the invisibility race, United States hypersonic developments now focus on achieving exceptional speeds. This strategy allows aircraft to penetrate enemy territory, gather crucial data, or strike targets before retreating at lightning speeds. The concept of a hypersonic plane goes back to the space race, with the North American X-15A2 setting a record by reaching Mach 6.7 in 1967. Later, aerospace developments led to the creation of the supersonic SR-71. Project Mayhem is expected to use a multi-stage propulsion system, starting with a jet engine to reach Mach 3, then switching to an air-breathing scramjet to achieve hypersonic speeds. In December 2022, the Air Force awarded Virginia-based Latos $334 million for Mayhem's continued development. The Air Force is sparing no expense on this project. Mayhem would power critical strike operations in intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions. The key to achieving this are the components designed to withstand the extreme temperatures encountered at Mach 5 to 6. Both materials and electronics must endure high-speed flight while maintaining stable communications and executing precise maneuvers under peak load conditions. The new propulsion system would enable future aircraft to take off like any other plane, travel at Mach 5 plus hypersonic speeds, and then land like any other plane. To achieve this, Mayhem combines 2 types of engines, scramjets and turbofans. Scramjets, which are derived from supersonic ramjets, have been under testing for decades, but no country has managed to put one into service yet. Air moving through a scramjet flows at supersonic speeds, making ignition difficult, like trying to keep a match lit in a hurricane. Recent advancements have improved this, but it's only part of the solution. Scramjets cannot operate effectively at lower speeds and rely on a propulsion system that works optimally from a stationary position. This is where turbofan engines come in. They power jets from takeoff to high supersonic speeds, allowing the scramjet to function effectively at hypersonic speeds. Engines built with this setup, known as turbine-based combined cycle engines, can thrust a jet to speeds as high as Mach 10 and beyond. There is speculation that the United States Air Force's SR-72, which is not entirely classified, could be used to test the engines intended for the Project Mayhem aircraft. However, these 2 projects are thought to be distinct, with the SR-72 possibly serving as a reconnaissance aircraft, while Project Mayhem is focused on being a future bomber. The main theory is that the hypersonic Project Mayhem bomber could quickly bypass enemy air defenses, deliver its payload, and return home before interceptors could react. The project's current status, the timeline for its first flight, and its development location remain unknown. However, given the contracts, it is assumed to be a real and active project, not just a figment of imagination. The 4th on the list is the Collaborative Combat Aircraft. These aircraft, also known as CCAs, are unmanned aircraft that are designed to escort manned aircraft into battle, performing missions assigned by remote operators. The primary role of a CCA is to support human pilots by elevating them to the role of mission commanders, while the AI takes over tactical control of the aircraft. This allows the AI to operate the drone as a highly skilled, cost-effective operator. CCAs can also perform various other roles, such as acting as sensors, shooters, or weapons carriers, which can help reduce overall mission costs. The concept of CCAs emerged in the early 2000s and has since become part of the USAF's Next Generation Air Dominance program. The CCA is being developed collaboratively by multiple commands within the USAF, aiming to integrate them into joint simulation environments. Experts like Heather Penny have identified key elements for developing effective manned-unmanned teams, ensuring that human pilots and AI-driven CCAs can work seamlessly together in combat. Aside supporting human pilots, they can take on various roles. They can act as extensions of the manned aircraft sensors, gathering more intelligence, function as electronic warfare systems, or even engage threats directly. This reduces the workload on manned fighters and protects pilots from dangerous situations, resulting in reduced casualties rates and increased dominance. Although CCAs are cheaper than manned fighters, they are not considered expendable. They are designed with sufficient intelligence and defense systems to survive on the battlefield. According to the U.S. Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall, CCAs could potentially play up to 100 different roles, including carrying additional sensors, performing electronic warfare, or acting as weapons carriers. The price of a CCA will determine its capabilities, with more expensive models possibly being multi-role, while cheaper ones might be modular, allowing them to switch tasks as needed. Development stages include focusing on sensor and targeting systems and adding stealth and autonomy for missions like electronic warfare and suppression of enemy defenses. Some CCAs might be high-end stealthy platforms, while others might be simpler and more affordable, depending on the mission requirements. AI systems for CCAs have already shown promise in programs like DARPA's Alpha Dogfight trials, where AI-controlled aircraft outperformed human pilots. The USAF continues to test these systems in modified aircraft like the General Dynamics X-62 Vista, which can fly autonomously. The CCA program is expected to produce multiple types of aircraft with varying capabilities and costs, allowing for flexible deployment in different combat scenarios. A CCA is expected to cost between 1/4 and 1/2 of the $80 million price tag of a Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II, with a target cost of $25 to $30 million per drone. The USAF aims to build an initial fleet of 1,000 CCAs, with 2 drones potentially teaming up with each NGAD or F-35 platform. The full inventory could be twice this size. As of July 2024, the USAF requested an additional $150 million for CCA development, reflecting a 40% increase over the previous budget, with plans to spend more than $6 billion on the program over the next 5 years. CCAs are considered a top priority in the FY 2024 budget, with estimated spending of $500 million for the various roles they will play in USAF missions. The Air Force plans to invest over $6 billion in CCA programs over the next 5 years, with more than $400 million allocated for fiscal year 2024 alone. Each CCA is expected to cost between $20 to $40 million, and the Air Force plans to build 1,000 of them. They are not expendable aircraft. They will be armed with enough sensors, avionics, and weapons to survive on the battlefield, even in one-on-one engagements against manned fighters. When they will enter service, and their appearance remains secret for now. Moving on to the F/A-XX, a 6th-generation fighter being developed. This aircraft shares similarities with the Air Force's 6th-generation fighter, known as NGAD, but is developed under a different program. The Navy has budgeted over $9 billion for the F/A-XX program over the next 5 years. This aircraft will be designed with heavy-duty landing gear to reduce the impacts from landing and takeoffs, while the nose wheel will be designed to include a launch bar that can be lowered to attach to the catapult. The design includes something called planar separation, where an imaginary line can be drawn through its top and bottom halves. This design, found in other advanced fighters like the F-22 and F-35, helps scatter radar waves, prevents them from easily going around the fighter jet, and makes it harder for radar operators to get a detailed picture. The fighter jet also does an uncommon thing with its air intakes. The intakes are slanted backward, and the fan blades inside the engine are hidden using air ducts or tunnels. Fan blades usually show up a lot on radar, so the more hidden they are, the sneakier the plane becomes. Another part of staying stealthy is managing the heat the plane gives off. The F/A-XX might use covers or baffles in its engine exhaust ports to do this, similar to what was done with the YF-23. Since it's meant to replace the Super Hornet, the F/A-XX has to be able to fly longer distances, so that's a big goal in its design. To remain hidden from radar, the F/A-XX would store its weapons internally. The model of this fighter includes a primary weapons bay capable of holding up to 6 heavy munitions, like laser-guided bombs or compact anti-ship missiles. As a versatile fighter, this bay can also house air-to-air missiles. A crucial demand for the fighter jet is due to its ability to accommodate upcoming hypersonic missiles in its bay. This internal storage ensures the aircraft maintains a low radar profile, contributing to its overall stealth capabilities. This design approach aligns with the fighter's multi-role functionality, allowing it to handle various mission requirements while operating covertly. The use of AI in the F/A-XX extends beyond managing data and coordinating with drones. It plays an important role in handling the aircraft's flight controls. Maintaining the flight of the jet demands constant control inputs, a concept similar to the operational dynamics of an F-16 that remains airborne despite its inherently unstable design. The application of AI in managing flight controls enhances the aircraft's responsiveness and adaptability. Another distinctive feature of the jet is its anticipated superior maneuverability compared to previous fighters of similar size. This enhanced agility is not only a result of advanced AI assistance, but also a proof of the serious consideration given to the aircraft's engines. Surprisingly, the engines are among the most complicated components in any aircraft design. The engine of the F/A-XX represents a significant leap forward in technology, surpassing the capabilities of current generation engines. Both General Electric and Pratt & Whitney are actively engaged in the development of an adaptive cycle engine for this advanced fighter. Unlike traditional engines, the adaptive cycle engine introduces a groundbreaking concept: automatic adjustments based on real-time conditions. This allows the fighter to seamlessly switch between high-thrust modes and fuel-efficient operations, essentially offering the best of both worlds in terms of performance. The key innovation lies in the engine's adaptability to the present circumstances, enabling it to optimize its performance dynamically. Whether the need is for high thrust during intense combat situations or fuel efficiency for extended missions, the adaptive engine is designed to meet these demands effectively. Reports suggest that the F/A-XX will feature a twin-engine configuration, aligning with the long-standing tradition of naval fighters. The twin-engine setup has been a standard feature in naval fighter aircraft for decades, with the notable exception of the F-35 Lightning. It provides redundancy and enhances the aircraft's overall reliability, crucial factors for naval operations. Interestingly, the adaptive cycle engine is not exclusive to the F/A-XX. It is also undergoing development for the Air Force's next-generation air dominance fighter. This shared technology raises the possibility of common components between the NGAD and F/A-XX engines, promoting interoperability and ease of maintenance. Another major aspect of the F/A-XX is its potential to include an optional unmanned capability. If the ultimate design incorporates thrust vectoring, an unmanned jet may sustain higher G-forces for an extended duration compared to a piloted aircraft. Regardless, the introduction of thrust vectoring holds practical and advantageous prospects for the aircraft's performance and versatility. Equipped with advanced sensors and onboard artificial intelligence, the F/A-XX has the potential to serve as an efficient drone commander. The XX in the jet's name reflects the absence of a specific number assigned to the fighter, yet it could be 36, but that remains uncertain. The intriguing aspect is the FA designation, indicating a focus on attack missions. This name follows a tradition that was set by fighter jets like the FA-18 Hornet and Super Hornet. While most fighters today serve multiple roles, the FA designation underscores the emphasis on attack capabilities. The Navy's decision to retain the FA designation for their NGAD fighter indicates two key intentions: signaling that the new jet will replace the FA-18 Super Hornet and reassuring Congress of the Navy's commitment to the existing fifth-generation F-35Bs. And to clarify, the F/A-XX, a sixth-generation fighter, complements the F-35 while taking over the role of the fourth-generation Super Hornet, distinct from replacing the fifth-generation Lightning. Number 2 is a next-generation bomber, the formidable B-21 Raider. It is developed by Northrop Grumman as a multifunctional aircraft capable of reconnaissance, surveillance, battle management, and global precision attacks. The Raider marks a significant advancement in aircraft technology, being the world's first sixth-generation bomber, which is similar to the sixth-generation NGAD fighter, which is currently under development. The program began in 2011, and it started a fierce competition among aerospace giants Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman. After 4 years of intense competition, Northrop Grumman, leveraging its extensive experience with stealth bombers from the B-2, secured the contract to develop the B-21. Their proposals stood out for offering the most cost-effective solution while meeting the Air Force's requirements. It combines stealth, payload, and long-range strike capabilities. The B-21 draws on over 3 decades of low observable technology from its predecessor, the B-2 Spirit. Its stealth features include aligned edges, surskin panels, and an overall flying wing shape. It will be equipped with advanced avionics such as AESA radar, electronic warfare systems, and a distributed aperture system. Just like the B-2, it will probably be painted with a special paint that makes it hard to see during the day and avoid being spotted. Its underside will be painted dark because it flies really high, over 50,000 feet up. When it's that high, a dark color makes it blend in with the sky better. The B-21 will also have a sensor that looks up at the sky and tells the pilot to go higher or lower to match the brightness of the sky, so it's always hard to spot. To keep these stealth features working well, the B-21 might need to be kept in special hangars that have air conditioning, and that would definitely cost a lot of money to build and maintain. The B-21 will be able to deliver up to 30,000 pounds of conventional and nuclear weapons globally, penetrating even the toughest defenses. The Air Force plans to acquire between 100 and 145 B-21 Raiders, each costing about $630 million, to replace the B-1 Lancer and B-2 Spirit. The first on the list is the most anticipated aircraft in the world, the future of air superiority. The Next Generation Air Dominance program is one of the U.S.'s most important projects. NGAD is focused on developing a whole range of new technologies to keep the U.S. ahead in air combat. This includes new weapons, sensors, engines, communication systems, and tools for managing battles. The main highlight of NGAD is a new manned sixth-generation fighter jet, simply called the NGAD Fighter. It will be the most advanced American fighter ever, building on the design of the Raptor. The NGAD Fighter will have engines that can adapt to different speeds, from slow to supersonic. It will be highly stealthy, with a triangular shape and internal storage for weapons, and feature advanced electronics with smart skins to improve awareness of its surroundings. The details of the NGAD technologies are top secret and will likely stay that way for many years. The program is not just about building a better fighter jet, it's about revolutionizing air combat. By integrating advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, advanced sensors, and new propulsion systems, the NGAD aircraft will be able to operate more effectively and efficiently in the highly contested environments of the future. These innovations will provide the United States with unmatched air superiority, ensuring the ability to dominate the skies for decades to come. Moreover, the development process of NGAD emphasizes flexibility and rapid upgrades. Unlike previous generations of aircraft that had long development cycles and limited upgrade paths, NGAD is designed to incorporate new technologies quickly as they become available. This approach ensures that the NGAD aircraft will utilize advanced military aviation technology capable of countering evolving threats from adversaries. This project came into existence when the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency was looking into ideas for air superiority systems for the U.S. Air Force and Navy in the 2030s. After finishing their Air Dominance Initiative study in March 2014, DARPA's results led the Department of Defense to start the Aerospace Innovation Initiative in 2015. This aimed to make prototype X-planes to show off future fighter plane technology. This program aims to change how the Air Force usually acquires new planes. They are separating the tasks of designing, building, and maintaining the aircraft. They have allocated $9 billion to accomplish this by 2025. The plan includes holding more competitions and frequently testing the designs to ensure they work well. Although NGAD started with the idea of creating one type of plane, they are now planning to develop a group of different systems. At the core of this group is a manned fighter plane, supported by drones and computer systems to enhance its performance. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link appearing on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.